on lichess and Twitch. International Master William Pascal with Mr. Coffee and Pawnda's Astrobate. We have kind of a strong field at the moment for our Pawnda Rapid Swiss 5, so I would appreciate if some non-masters would join, because I really don't feel like playing Alms and Schieberspieler a quad with Astrobate. Possible quad in prospect here. So, let's get the word out there. 7+3 rapid. We need at least 7, 8 players for this. We need really like 20 players for this. Every week we've had around 20 players. So let's get it started. Got 10 minutes till the first round starts. Guys, nice effort. I feel like I let the team down today. My tournament today started off alright, but I faded fast. Thanks to Gobix, we didn't finish totally in the basement, but I'm disappointed. I feel like it's my fault that we didn't finish like 5th, which is where we should be. I think in the team battle today, I'm going to have to find time to play more 3-0 practice games, but mostly I think my insomnia contributed greatly to inability to play proper 3-0 today. Gobix unbelievable, led the tournament by a long shot. Also debut from Chess Bia. We had a lot of effort from you guys. Just myself and Chess Baby were a little out of form today. Otherwise, we would have had a very good place. 7th place today in the team battle. Welcome, guys. International Master William Pascal. Let's get some lower-rated players out there. Spread the word. 3 Masters and Astrobate playing a quad here. A rapid quad. The Pawnda Astrobate Rapid Quads. Tough day today, guys. Celebrating that I filed my taxes yesterday. Anyone who's American can understand the torture of filing your income taxes at the last minute. Maybe that's why I wasn't quite right. The stress from income taxes hasn't really like fully set in. You got to do that tonight. Yeah, actually, important, Mr. Coffee. Don't want the feds coming after you. Alright, I was fortunate last year to pay in advance, so estimated taxes. I don't know anything. I just want to get my money back. So now we have 4 Masters and Astrobate. Schieberspieler, myself, Alms, Aldisto, and Astrobate. You can only start with an S or an A. I sent messages to our team. It's not really good that this is on the same day as the team battle. A lot of people, I think 1 tournament a day is enough. The team battle is going to be moved to Sunday for next week. We'll see how that goes. I know Schieberspieler and Alms were not happy about it. I'm on the fence. I'll go along with what they want to do, but I was fine with it still being on Tuesday, so we shall see. I'll make an official announcement maybe tomorrow about the next team battle. Astrobate hasn't filed since 2011. That's alright, man. No problem. I'm not going to tell if you don't tell. Good for you. Xerox joins the tournament, leading to 5 Masters and 1 Astrobate. 5 Masters and 1 bye. You don't want to be a bye, Astrobate. Let's get some other players under 2200 in the field for you. Cheesy Noob, who plays like a master, at least against me. I'm having my guinea pig summer allergies. I might sound a little choked up here. Been talking all day. He's no pushover. I know. He's not just a regular bye. It was a bad joke. But on paper, I mean, you got 25-65, 23-65, 22, blah, 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 22-22, and Acerbate's 16-59, you know. Statistically, he's supposed to score 0 against us. But he is tougher than that. Alright, reading some players. We got 7 minutes till start time. Nightmare Griffin, also welcome. Participated again. All you guys. Aldisto? I'm not sure if Aldisto was in the team battle today. Xerox was there. I don't know. Night Griffin was there. The noob. I don't mind cheesy noob as long as I don't have to play him. But I just collapsed in a team battle. It was like 4 o'clock in the morning last night and I couldn't sleep for the second night in a row. And I was like, what am I going to do? I sleep really well between like 4 in the morning and 8 in the morning. But other than that, it's just unfortunately 4 hours of sleep is not enough. Alright guys, Schieberspieler, welcome. 9 players, we've got enough for a tournament now. And growing. Schieberspieler, how was your tournament today? Obviously, Blavix did well. But Baby Chess and I just collapsed. I mean, if either one of us had played well, it would have been enough difference. You started 12 out of 13. That's sick. You're not berserking, right? I started 4 out of 4, and then I had to play Pop G. And he wrecked my streak. And then my self-confidence got destroyed. And I started playing like an idiot. Anyway. Jim, good to see you. Are you in? Jim can maybe play... Jim, can you play in a Sunday streamer battle? Do you work Sundays too? I think Jim works like 80 hours a week or something. Sorry, guys. 5 minutes to start time. So, man, on paper we should have really done well. But if Gobix hadn't carried the team, we would have been like last place. I got to get more sleep and practice my 3-0 for next time. Manu Rodriguez, welcome. I'm going to take a stronger sleeping pill next time. Actually, next one, I have check my schedule here. Strange. I don't know. We'll check later. I don't know when the next streamer battle is going to be yet. Sorry, guys, no playing now. Sorry you can't play. Gobix crushed the tournament. Unfortunately, Morwa and I were unrecognizable. Neither of us even got to 30 points. They were really close, too. Like, the teams were really close together. Much more so than in the past. The first team was like way in front, the second team was in front, but the next 5 were like all within 10 or 15 points of each other. So if I had just played well, it would have made a huge difference. I don't know that Gobix can always play, though. You know, he plays a lot of over-the-board tournaments. We're playing chess in Hungary. Gobix is like one of the most active tournament players. So I don't think he can play very often. He's usually playing over the board. We've got 15 viewers. Guys, welcome to the stream. Please support the stream. Don't forget, we've got cheers from Agnes Karadewski. No gift subs. Subscribe. We had a subscription, I think, today. Donate, support the stream. Donations have been a little down lately, but I understand everybody is. And M. Slom is also here. Oh, in this tournament. Cool. Mols. And Outlier 2020. And DK Guy. Wow, this is a strong tournament. Christ. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 players over 2,200. 7th in the 9-player streamer battle. That's better this time, DK Guy. 7 out of 9 is better than 7 out of 6. Good to see DK Guy, Outlier, this new guy, Slom, Spieler, Contracted, 10-year-old, Quam, Night Griffin, Astrobate. Guys, thanks for joining me. So hopefully we'll get like 20 players or more. Please tell your friends about the tournament. Tournaments, you lost the winning position on... I just kept getting flagged. I can't believe the guy flagged me with ops color bishops. I'm gonna like... I don't know. I'm never gonna forgive him. And curse his existence for the rest of his life. It's sick. It's like somehow I could forgive someone who did it in a rated tournament. You know, I don't know. Even that is like really bad, but... Really in a casual tournament? I don't know. I'm gonna shut up about it, but it dwells, you know, it dwells within me. I just don't understand. Oligas system. There was this IM from Latvia who used to flag people with like rook against rook. I would just resign on move 1 when I got paired against him. Like before even playing my first move. Now here they would accuse me of like rating manipulation if I do that. Don't I have a right not to want to play someone? Guys, what's up? Welcome to the tournament. Gonna be a strong one. He's a sandbagger. Down at number 6. Good luck, guys. Strong tournament. Honorary team captain, Spieler. Astrobate was seed 1. So I've got Jim. Let me move here. Let me open up. Somebody's trying to join the team. I will get to that. 1 join request. Alright. That was like a troll account. We already declined them. Jim playing the Caro. The Caro con. I remember what you did last time. I'm getting a little predictable with this. I'm getting a little predictable with this Pana, I'm afraid. You guys are going to start preparing for my Pana of all these Caro Con players. Spieler, Jim, DK Guy. Too many people playing the Caro Con around here. And I'm going to be like a sitting duck if I don't change what I play a little bit. You played a cheater in the battle? I don't think I played any cheaters, but it happened last week. I got one guy and they removed his account. Yeah, I mean there's just like, especially the other teams, not so much my team, but pretty much the other teams, a lot of them just randomly taking players, which I think is weird. Yeah, I mean, highly likely there are some cheaters in there when you just sort of randomly take anybody on your team. So I had a game with this variation in my last IM tournament. I'm not sure if Bishop E2 is the main line or not. HGFP, thanks for subscribing. Resubscribing, 19 months of Sladgie. Send thanks. So it's odd that my opponent, very strong young woman from Kazakhstan, BB Sara, played knight on BD7 as well. The theory says you're supposed to play knight A6 and queen B6, Jim. That's the actual best line. So you're playing the BB Sara system. But it was a good team. We had a strong team today. I don't know if Jim remembers my game with BB Sara. I don't know. This seems right, but something seems weird about it. I guess this is Siri. Jim probably knows more than I'm giving him credit for. He probably knows more than me about this. I mean, I'm not really an e4 player at heart. I guess I have to take the pawn. Compensazione. 1, 2, 3. At least it's not 3-0. Thank God. You thought at some point you played e6. Well, what's up, Uber driver? There are different variations, but I don't see that relevant here. There are some lines where that, feeding the pawn back happens. The BB Sarah game was different. BBs. We got another request to join the team. Mr. Coffee, do you see the same join request? No, that's an old one. It does that. There's some bug that after I decline the join request, it just stays up there. It's not a really problematic bug, but it doesn't seem to be going away. So I need a plan. Development is always good. Maybe rookie 1. Not very deep. Jim sacks a pawn for the initiative. Always a good thing to do, Jim. So I could play knight f4, drop a pawn for nothing. But it looks like knight e4, as long as he doesn't have something on the c file. It looks like the only move to me, the only good one. Maybe I can move my other knight to c3, sort of block the c file, or the support point on c5. At this point, if I play like I played today in the streamer battle, I'll just like not play and be like commentator, and I can show you, the good games that other people are playing. The way I played today, I mean, I might as well be like 20-50 player. I'm not contributing much to the team if I only score like 28 points. I'd be better. I'd be more useful as a commentator. It was tricky though. I thought I started off 4-0, strangely. So I thought it was going to be a good tournament. Alright, Jim. What do you got for me? So far, not a lot of calculation. I'm just playing on general principles. I don't really like taking material. Give me sleazy lessons and dumb you down fast. Are you talking chess or other? Now we have questions. If knight c3, I drop the pawn back. If knight g3, I end up with knights on stupid squares. Well, one of them. There is bishop g5. bg5, dropping a piece. Good idea. Excellent. I don't think, Jim, your pieces could get a little more active. Do you think you could arrange that somehow? Maybe? Could you please activate your pieces a little bit more? Because I don't think they're active enough. This one is the only bad one. I have a bad feeling about this. The plan was to take with a knight on c3. Maybe it's alright, actually. Actually, I had two plans. I also looked at bc. Somehow this... I trust this more. Phew, thank God I'm not losing. Jim just dropped a piece, but it's back rank main. Other than that, it's great. He dropped a piece, but he didn't. Always good to see you, Jim. Rook takes. Strong 2100. Well, my score against 2100s today wasn't... That's why my performance rating, I would give myself a 2050. I don't think I broke even. So what about bishop takes b7? I mean, is there anything actually here? He's got some nasty queen h4. Bishop f2 check. Scary. I'm very concerned about my back rank. I could just play like rook takes e8. Then what's my next move? Back rank. Man, this is pathetic, dude. I'm just like picking a move at random. Queen e1 mate is a threat. He's got a bad piece. The knight on b6. It could come in, though, do some damage now. He used to have a bad piece. Knight c4. Not the best move. Give me that. Pawns is pawns. And now there's no more knight c4 for you. Disrespecting material. Well, now you want to put your rook on d8. Highly original. Well, I mean, a pawn is a pawn. I'm up a pawn here. It's good. Life is good. I'm not really known for my materialism, but I'll take it when I can get it, especially if I've got nothing else. He's got little sneaky threats against my against my a6 bishop there. I'm just trying to disarm him. For the initiative. How's the back rank doing? He's not going to get mated on the back rank, but I might. I feel like I'm playing bullet again. It's like 7 plus 3. No, Jim is good. Strong 2100. Absolutely. I'm not crazy about h3. There was a potential sacrifice there. I sort of doubt it. So it looks like he's gonna knight c4 me. That would be a second pawn though. Wow. It's some sort of bizarre. move. Confusing. It was a weird choice. You're threatening me. Again. I can't get the Beavis and Butthead meme out of my head from the 90s. Still. Damn. I got rook c1. Hoovering. So you go into Hoover mode. Always a good thing to do when you have less time. Hoover the board. President Hoover. Good evening, Blobix. This is our second tournament today. You missed a team battle. Now what am I supposed to do? Damn it, Jerry. Queen b1. Should take up dentistry. It's freaking impossible, man. What am I gonna do about that move? Queen a1 check. King h2. Why am I not attacking him? Do I have lag again? Why am I so slow? 80 lag? 80 ping? Slowly. Whoa. Damn, dude, where is my time going? He never seems to have to use, he doesn't use any time. He just doesn't use his time. He doesn't have to use time. Mr. Coffee just never let anything slide. Even walruses. Wait for it. What? I'm kind of losing my coordination. What a stickler. I have h5 now. Depending, obviously, if it's attacking my bishop or something. Queen h4 check. Spieler would like this as well. Hopefully, I just dropped a piece. Maybe not. I got a request to join a team. "19 seconds. 3-second increments. Just enough to not lose on time." I don't know, the time seems to be very, very slow here. Noble, sleazy attempts. Wait, what? Man, I need a break after that one. It's the first round. I already need a break. Why do my moves feel like they're super slow? We got 100 ping. I better get like a refrigerated stand for my computer. Maybe it's overheating. Why is my ping 88, 89? So, Jim, I don't know, man. Good game. I don't feel like I really deserved to win that. You always had the initiative. You always had enough compensation till kind of toward the end. It would look like. Time before the next round begins. Just a moment. I think I had another player who was interested in joining the team. Now I don't see it. I don't see the request. Maybe Mr. Coffee got to it. Cormoran, welcome. Master number 8. Master number... No, actually, there were like 8 or 9, 2200. A lot of strong players here. There was a way to win a piece? For him? What? There was a funny game I played today. When I was down the exchange, my opponent put a rook on prise, and we both had 45 seconds left. Silicon Boobs had to tell me that it was hanging after the game. You just don't expect someone to just in an endgame put their rook like on prise to your knight when they're down the exchange. Alright guys, welcome. Thank you for playing. Please support the stream. Agnes Karadjuski donated 200 bits today. I'd like to see as much fundraising as possible. I'm getting poorer every day. But thanks to you guys, that may not be always the case. Man, everything is slow. My Twitch is slow. My computer is slow. Lichess feels slow. Tournament link, please. There you go. Alright, one ongoing game. I'm gonna get me a beer. Schieberspieler against Xerox. Well, this feels like deja vu. Groundhog Day. Oh man, a classic Xerox Schieberspieler matchup. My brain is slow too. So I think that's it for the games for this round. Where's the tournament? Alright. Among the favorites, does Cheesy Noob have an upset? Cheesy Noob beat Outlier. 300-point upset. He gets the upset prize for the round. No surprise to me. Astrobate got a bye. I told you he had a bye. And 10-year-old held Slom Molson. The Mols. Got a draw against 10-year-old can be tough. He can be tough at times. Major upset with Cheesy Noob winning. Please don't pair me against Cheesy Noob. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's all out of order. I'm the second seed. I should play 5. But technically, no, there's 7 ones. Astrobate drops. I should play like number 5, which would be maybe Aldisto. But never know what the old computer will come up with. Color equalizations don't seem to be very important with computer pairing programs, I've noticed. The last tournament I had like 4 sets of repeated colors. Never had that. I had an 8-round tournament in a rapid where I had like white, white, black, black, white, white, black, black. Color alternation has no meaning anymore. I never in my life had a tournament with color alternating like that. DK guy. I had like white, white, black, black, white, white, black, black, black. No, that's impossible. It's been the other way around. DK guy with your D4. 4 sets of doubles in an 8-round tournament. I never imagined could happen, but it does, I guess. Yeah, it's like rapid, so high variance, I guess. A lot of people have really, really inaccurate ratings in FIDE Rapid. So you got like people who are rated 1900 who are 2300 in normal. The DK guy. This is my anti-London system move order. One of them. Anti-DK guy, anti-OMS, anti-London system, anti-Galyash Miklos. But I learned my lesson many, many years ago. On Bishop G5, you don't play knight E4. There's the London. When did you start playing the London? DK guy's just like trolling me now. He played E3, mostly G3. But frankly, I can't remember who I played what against anymore. If G6. C4. What about C5 first? Mr. Coffee, are you in the tournament or are you working? He's moonlighting as an online tournament director. A lot of money in that, I heard. Big money. No whammies. If your day job doesn't work out, Mr. Coffee, you could get into directing your own suspicious online chess tournaments. Seems to be a major movement of that in lichess. Okay. Yeah, H3. Exciting. OMS and I have an E3 game similar in correspondence. So now, what do I do? Just a normal London system. Unless he plays C4, then it's a different story. I'm prepared for that contingency. You never got paid much. I don't think tournament directors are raking it too much. There's no thanks. Thankless job. Totally. Kamsky. DK, he's like secretly going to study the London system on Kamsky's stream. After a long day at work, best not to have to think about your openings too much. And now, Vasily Smyslov. D5, knight c6, knight f d7 I've seen. Knight c6 is interesting. And then d5. If I play d6, you play knight on bd2, knight on bd7. I mean, that's my normal setup. Just you and Asterbait? I hope he doesn't change Asterbait's opening repertoire. Watching too much Kamsky. Kamsky would take the life out of Asterbait's game. Teach him to be boring. Tone it down too much so there's nothing left. Standard Reti versus the London. Now, I opted for not playing d5. I mean, that's probably like Black's best move theoretically before. Maybe even knight c6. For some reason, Asterbait does that sometimes. The Cochrane Gambit or something else. I taught him to play the Cochrane Gambit, Schieberspieler. He will do like weird things, like randomly give me a piece in the Simul games sometimes. I think he goes out to smoke a cigarette in the middle of the game and then loses concentration. But in a game like here, that does seem a little early to be dropping a piece. So DK guy with the bishop on d3. Classic. Could I have played e5 last move? Holy crap. Probably not. Winning a piece, but you never know. Okie dokie. There's like e5, take, knight takes, knight h5, knight d7, knight f4, pawn e4, queen d7. I sack a pawn there, but it doesn't seem like really that good. Alright, we'll just do the routine. So I thought for a minute to play a routine move. Great. Knight f3, b6, g3, bishop b7, bishop g2. Knight f3, b6, g3, bishop b7, bishop g2, e5. Knight f3, b6, g3, bishop... I get it, e5. That's strange that he would play e5 there. Not really his usual... not really his usual thing, I would say. Curse your London system. The most boring opening ever played, according to me. Perfect for beginners. Or if your day job prevents you from creative thinking. Did I just drop a pawn? No. Oh, I dropped a pawn. Knight takes e5. God damn it. Okay, I'm playing a lot of this stuff with white. A lot of g3 Schieberspieler systems. Because I'm too old and tired to play real openings. I've got my own bogus opening. Knight f3, followed by g3. Not as bad as the London system, but it is close. So, DK guy obviously wins a pawn here with knight takes e5. I don't know what I was thinking. It was worth a try. But back. Down, Fido. So he saw it. He saw everything. Must overprotect strong point. Me love symmetrical position. Symmetrical structure. Fun. We've got a little more spacing, but is my bishop better or is his bishop better? Well, that one's better. And then this one. It's a battle of like whose bishops are better here. Generally, I like the bishops on the long diagonals, but this is obviously an issue when your g7 is clogged up by the e5 pawn. A little bit more thoughtful. Asterbate, I think he's intimidated by you, Schieberspieler. 2,500 is probably... He's like, you're even higher rated than me, and I beat him most of the time. I think he's intimidated. C1. What do I do now? B5? Yes. Damn it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Good move. This is awkward. But we can extricate ourselves. improve our vocabulary while we're at it. Unbelievable. I can't believe you didn't play rook c7. And this is why you don't work and play chess on the same day. Rook c7, rook fb8, bishop c5, or something. I don't know. Maybe that doesn't work. But anyways. Anywho. The problem is DK Guy is really just Mr. Safe here. You're on tilt. Asterbait on tilt. A scary thought. Asterbait, I think you've improved a lot, but you're still moving too fast. He's capable of playing really well. Not enough self-confidence is part of it, I believe. And I think he can play positionally, but he doesn't know it. He doesn't have to be like doing maniac tactical stuff. Can anyone send Arena Link? Yes. I used to be able to send it, but it seems to be gone. There it is. Absolutely, Sidan. Thanks, guys, for joining the stream. Don't forget, please donate and support the stream. Let's get some bits out there. Some gift subs. Rook fc8. The a4 break here doesn't really work. I'll just chop it. So black has a very small advantage. What did I just say? Do you not listen to the stream? God damn it. I said it doesn't work. And he plays it anyway. Just to spite me. You know, I could try something weird, but I don't know what. I said it doesn't work. God damn it. Knight c5. An alternate reality. Knight c5. AB. Knight takes bishop. Queen takes. I'm just like losing a pawn. Oh, man. I have to take back with the bishop on c8. And I'm up a double pawn. So let's have a party. Not very convincing. You played Camel Culture on his stream? When was that? I never noticed lately. I should follow Camel Culture. I don't know what happened to DK Guy. He just totally had too much work today. Gave me the game. I don't even think it's that bad. I mean, obviously, something like Rook C1. Man, the computer's giving you like a big advantage. That's a serious edge. It's giving you plus 0.8 after A4. Grab the pawn. And he lost on time. Guys, let's get some gift subs and some donations. It's kind of quiet in here. 2 streams in one day. International Master William Pascal. What happened here? Why did DK Guy? DK Guy is fast. Why did he lose on time? It's a pretty good game by both sides. It looks correct. He just... Your lichess froze. Your one inaccuracy was losing on time, in my opinion. Just when I said that a4 doesn't work, you played it anyway. Long-term pawn sacrifice. Yeah, he has less center pawn loss than I do. Computer has full confidence in his positional pawn sacrifice. Damn, dude. He's taking out his frustrations on Asterbate. What is that? Actually, what is that? DK guy Asterbate. That's his first round game? Alright, guys. Let's check the standings. I got a free point from DK guy. He's usually resigning instead of... It's already a minute to the next round. What? That can't be right. Dude, how can it already be the next round? How can it already be the next round? How is it even possible? I mean, seriously? Like, we were only in the opening of our game, and it just ended. How can all the games be over? Was it like a super short round or something? I seriously don't get it. How could the round be over? I forgot that we played this, Aldisto. It's been a while. How did all the games finish in that period of time? Crazy. So it's interesting, Aldisto. I had another game with this guy from the All-Star Arena who was doing some kind of crazy thing. Check this out. So he played, I don't remember who it was now, knight f6, d4, and it was like cd4, ed4, e4, knight e5, and h5. The dude is just, and that's a line, and I didn't even realize it. I did not know you can play like that. So I think this is a floor makiness, like, reversed, basically. With f4. Which actually I thought up in, like, 1986. My friend made fun of me for trying to play f4 in the floor makiness with white. There was this master named Alster who had played it. I don't know, I feel like I'm living in, like, slow land. Everything I do is just automatically uber slow. Maybe Asturbate's on drugs or something. So DK guy really was playing Asturbate already when I clicked on us. Yeah, he seems to be out of it. It's hard, man. I don't know. He probably didn't sleep all night. You guys gotta take it easy on Asturbate. He tuned in for the afternoon stream at 2 o'clock today during his nap time. You gotta remember that Asturbate is probably, like, going on no sleep. He's in Las Vegas. He was tuned in for the earlier stream, which was like 5 o'clock in the morning his time. So we're going to have to cut him some slack, I think. He probably just didn't sleep. Burning the candle at both ends. So we had this a long time ago. I don't remember how I handled it precisely. But if I remember correctly, there weren't a lot of games. Like Aldisto's setup with g6 was kind of a newer idea. Or just a new idea of sorts. But I think there, you know, it would be normal to play like maybe I want to say like d6. Actually. How bad is d6? Some kind of like Aronian MVL type of endgame. d6, knight c6, bc6, whatever. Even if I were to take on c5 and double your pawns and trade queens, it wouldn't be so easy for white. So now it's like, well, what does he do with this bishop? I've been playing e4 against Alisto numerous games lately, so he's kind of not thinking about this English anymore. The thought just crossed my mind, though. I've got to be careful. When thoughts cross your mind, you've got to be careful. It's a very dangerous thing for some people. But that move in particular doesn't scare me. Obviously, very weird move. Steinitzian peace sacrifices from beyond. You know it, baby. A3. I mean, that can't hurt. He's trying to trap my knight. But not so easy. Let's see. Takes on c5. Do I want to bring his knight back in the game? I was thinking of sacking a piece with the amoebic center, like f4. You get a massive center. How about f3, d6, queen a4 check, king e7, and then like fe. Masturbate would love it. Fe, de. Yeah, that's not so clear. G4. The other interesting move is B4. But maybe I'm going to go with this lazy line because I don't have enough time. I don't like that this brings his knight back into the game. But I'm on a rescue operation. We're here. The chess marines. Secure this knight from getting trapped. His position looks very, very dubious. And we're not getting trapped anymore. Trap this, bro. Guys, how's my Twitch doing? Twitch is like not exactly up to date. I still got a DK guy comment from 20 minutes ago. Now, you wouldn't do a thing like trade queens, would you? It's not your normal style of play. I don't have a choice. I don't have a choice, sir. My knight must be saved. Queen e6 might be a good move. I don't want to give him queen e6. He decided to leave his knight on active duty. Yevgeny Sveshnikov. I had a bad experience with Yevgeny Sveshnikov once. With that configuration. Yevgeny. Let's just take what we can get, but I do need to develop. We do need to develop. I like our position. I like the knight on a6. Yevgeny likes it. It's a bad c3 Sicilian. We're nice and coordinated here. Maybe another piece gets trapped? Guys, support the stream. Don't forget. Subscribe. HTFP, subscribe today. We had another subscription earlier today. Appreciate that. He's trying to trap another piece. The trappy master. Keeping me occupied. This can't be a bad thing, right? A little insurance. I was playing blackjack last Friday, and I never use insurance, but it worked. I was saving myself. I think I broke even with insurance. Never been a big believer in insurance in blackjack. Somehow my situation was so bad every hand. It didn't seem like there was anything I could lose. So 97, the defender. Well, man, that sucks. I can't believe I'm not winning here by force. How's your blackjack theory? What's wrong with this move again? Did I trap a piece yet? Did you trap a piece yet? I just want your a7 pawn. I mean, is that too much to ask for? One measly pawn? Look at this, bishop d4. How stupid this move is. So it gets in the way of all my other pieces. I'm not a computer. It was like cutting my losses. Almost everything is under attack. The knight on a6, he's paralyzed, the a7 pawn, but I can't take anything yet. There is that move. That's a problem, actually. I might have to play bishop c4 check. It looks like it's a problem. Damn it. The master of defense. It's a good thing, who's that guy? Amoeboid from my simul's defends perfectly. Isn't here. I mean, Aldisto's not really a defensive player. He likes to attack. Bishop c4 looked interesting. Alright. This looks interesting. Taking that yummy pawn over there. That I consider interesting. Finally. Cash money. He had rook b7, you know. It looks a little awkward. What am I going to do after rook b7? Play rook b7. It's hard to recover from the Sveshnikov knight bind. Alright, I'm probably playing like Schieber-Spieler. I feel great. No sleep last night. We got destroyed. 3-0 today. But stay in your little box there. The knight on b5 guards a3. It's a good outpost. We keep his knight off of c7, so he's paralyzed. I do have a back rank problem. Watch for the knight b4. Best. Best is best. Theoretically, I can take another pawn now. Oof. This is grim. I don't blame you. It's a good practical decision. Those knights in the endgame, man. Tough. Now knight d3. I'll probably miss, like, he puts his knight attacking my knight. Now, I don't want to trade. Very important, I don't want to trade pawns. I had this awesome game one time where I was down 2 knights against a rook. 2 knights and rook against rook and 2 knights and rook against rook. And I was able to draw the game. Unbelievably. Stalemate, forking a knight. There were no pawns, obviously. He's tiring me out. But I think maybe I should fix the structure. We'll allow 1 exchange of pawns only, and then get him into kind of zugzwang. There's no way I can avoid a single exchange of pawns, at least. Maybe 2. How's your concentration now, Acerbate? We heard there were some strange moves being played. The end is near. Another one for the kitty. Hello, kitty. I don't like his stalemate chances here. But this is kind of frustrating that I can't finish him off. Oof. Alright. That opening needs some work. Now I'm going to play Schieberspieler. I'm completely not up for this. Hopefully I get white. Master. Cheesy Noob actually lost Schieberspieler. And he also beat Alms. I mean, come on now. Cheesy Noob's 1981, and he beat Outlier and Alms back to back in 7+3. I will not play Cheesy Noob. He's ridiculously suspicious, although he doesn't seem to use a computer. I have terrible time against him. I don't understand, man, the Cheesy Noob. How is he 1981 and play like that? He's 1981, but he can play with like a 2600 performance. Now finally it took Schieberspieler to take him down. My God, man. He won a piece. Uber driver Oms. Oms dropped out. He's absent. Welcome guys to the stream. Please support the stream. If you can donate, I appreciate it. If you can make a streaming donation, we had some streaming donations on Sunday on the Simul. What is today? Tuesday? 2 streams on Tuesday. 2 for Tuesday. The Spieler. Yeah, alright, let's stick to our guns. D5. Now last time it was the Slav. No, wait, what did you play? Spieler, what did you play last time? I don't remember what you played. Full of holes. But it's hard to beat Oms and Outlier back to back. C6. Ah, this was it. Some sort of C6 and take the pawn on C4. Interesting. I'll play like Daniel Friedman played against me once, like this. I've had a number of games like this where I was playing the King's Indian and they played like Knight on BD2 and Rook E1 or whatever. It's disgusting. I remember this GM tournament I played in. I played Friedman on the rest day and I was like +3. I had a good chance for a GM Norman. I lost this line with black. Now what, like C3? C3. It's sort of disgusting to play like this with white. White has like some kind of microscopic advantage, maybe. Though it does seem like Spieler playing this accurately. E4, take, and also if you're a Caro-Kann player, this probably appeals to you as a Caro-Kannist. I've never played this in my life, but he confused me with C6. And last time I like did C4 and he took the pawn and he was like prepared to play that, and I just don't even have a clue what that is. So bishop D5. Interesting. What if I played like bishop E2? Bishop C2, excuse me. Or bishop D3. Strange. It's kind of a weird position. Bishop G5, H6. No, bishop G5. Bishop E4. Rook E4. I'm not sure what to make of this. You gotta be careful if he gets bishop versus knight against you. But I think this case is not so bad. Both sides are taking a lot of risks so far. Especially me. But I've got to figure out how to play this. C6. If I sack a pawn, I should know what I'm doing. I looked at it last time after the tournament, but not deeply enough to remember. His play is full of holes. Stuk, welcome. It took me this long to get the joke. I was listening realistically. Realistically. You can't take on f7 if black plays knight takes e4. Xerox. Welcome, guys. So c5 breaking the center. Perhaps I could play c4. Double-edged move. I don't like helping him develop. It may just be the best move. Anything else feels like I'm giving him the initiative. I mean, I could play like queen takes, rook takes, but c4, cd he has. Paralyze him to e7. If I can get it. That's the most important thing. Structure. Stook, thanks for subscribing. Thumbs up. Not a lot of bits in play here, but we have a number of subscriptions. Appreciate it, guys. So taking on b7 is an idea, but not my favorite one here. I like this. White is better. This bishop is theoretically better than my knight, but the structure favors white. Wow. Wow, taking no prisoners. He's taking no prisoners. An amazing move. That is just an amazing move. My God. Wow. b5. Holy shit, that's a great move. Unbelievable. If you don't have that, damn. Man, this move is gonna save him. Queen b5, rook b8. I mean, realistically, I'm probably still better there. I've got to keep the c4 pawn to lock this down. That's my whole position. Then we play like queen a5, and we'll try to play rook e1. And I also have an interesting move with rook b3 in some moments. Hopefully like a rook on the 7 isn't going to kill me by itself. Also, his a pawn is hanging. He's tanking here. Mr. Coffee, you'll call Agnes. Mr. Coffee, why call Agnes when you can donate yourself? Glorified panhandler. 26 viewers. Now this rook move, wow. So he's keeping his other rook to keep his a pawn protected. Weird. I guess queen a5. And I just want to put a knight on c6. If I can get it here. He has targets on e7 and c5, even a7. But Schieberspieler's big thing is he loves bishop versus knight. But I'm not sure his bishop is actually stronger than my knight here. I knew he was going to play that. It's a good endgame judgment. Queen a4, interesting move. If I don't want to trade queens on your terms and fix your structure, there might be d6. I've got queen c6 to hit his loose rook. And key lines. Key line pi. Rook b4. Alright, so now what? Queen c2 was the plan. What else? Rook b2, what do I do? Stop rhyming. Queen a4, queen e4. Trying to play this. I'm a little better here, but it's been a bad day. He's playing for a win. Wow. I thought he would take a draw. Good on him, though. I've been playing badly. This I missed. It's a game, though. Game on. Not clear. I'm really well coordinated. I mean, I almost have queen h6 there. Threatening queen c5. Also threatening knight e5. I would have taken a draw with black for sure. But he's pushing maybe too much. I'm not saying I was going to take a draw, but I would consider it if I were offered the opportunity. So now, should have something. If nothing else, 95. That may not be the best, though. G4. Just blunt force. Blunt force trauma. What else? When in doubt, get primitive. There could be back rank problems if he loses the e7. I'm not afraid to get primitive. He's worse here. But I give him credit for pushing when he could have taken a draw. Probably. So we go. I have queen h6. That's not so clear. At some point I can make an exchange sacrifice on e7 even. He offered a draw now. Queen f4. I'm down a pawn. Objectively, let's see, Queen f4. He's trading pieces. I could have just taken on a7, I guess. Really ought to grab that. Alright, we won. We won. It wasn't perfect. I don't know. Good game. I wasn't sure I was winning, even at the end. Probably you can defend better. Tough fight. No draws. Alright, Aldisto is third. 3 points. Schieberspieler, 3 points. Phew, I managed to beat him. That was partially his help by overpressing a little. Alright, guys. I got a challenge from Das was up. Next round in 1 minute and 30 seconds. Whew, it's been a long day. Alright, we got past Schieberspieler. Now he's got to catch up to me. The last couple weeks it's been the other way around, where I had to try to catch up to him. Alright, guys, good luck. Thanks, Mr. Coffee, for the donation. Thanks for the subscriptions, guys. Thanks to Schieberspieler and all you guys for playing. And for the team game. The team battle today. Gobix, the hero, saving our team from total devastation. 7 plus 3, I'm not that bad. 3-0 is hopeless. But I probably would have taken a draw before when I was repeating the first time. Although I wasn't sure if I was better or not. Alright, guys. 3 more rounds to go. Rapid chess. Schieberspieler out for revenge. Aldisto, 3 out of 4. 10-year-old, 2.5. Not too many people with 3. It's weird. After queen a2, it's better for black. Should have traded rooks. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Your bishop could end up being better than my knight, especially even outside a pawn. T's Avesh. He plays the English. I'll use the Kovalenko move order. This guy will never allow an open Sicilian. But we played this before. I don't remember what I did against him in the old days when we first played him. Strange. I'm back to my... Pop G killed me today in the bishop takes c3 symmetrical. He did something no one had ever done before against me. He castled queenside with white. I'll have to remind myself not to play bishop takes c3 till they've castled kingside from now on. He's a great blitz player. Incredible. Yeah, so this is my game with Mészáros András, who I lost to. But hopefully 10-year-old is not as strong as him. That was a team game like 3 years ago. 2 or 3 years ago in the Hungarian Team Championship. I lost against Mészáros András. He was like 22-50. But he played a really, really good game. And I stopped playing this variation ever since, because I just didn't trust it anymore. Excuse me. But this seems an interesting position. Actually, I thought I was going to survive against Pop G today. He berserked, and it was kind of a close game for the first 25 moves, and then it just collapsed out of control. I thought I was doing pretty well. He seemed like he didn't have a clear plan for a good chunk of the game. But positionally, I like where we are here. Kind of a Nimzo Indian style. I played a different English against 10-year-old yesterday in our Blitz stream. Or maybe it was a Simul on Sunday, sorry. Simul on Sunday, where he had a similar bad bishop. It was a Grand Prix attack. I lost on time, but I won that game, actually. I won that game. So he has a weakness for allowing some kind of bad structures and getting into this kind of position where it's favorable for black structurally without a plan for white. Bad bishop on c1, very difficult to put to use here. White has to be very skilled to get out of this structural problem. Guys, thanks for playing in the tournament. Thanks for tuning in to the team battle today. Tomorrow we're going to come back in the morning, 11 a.m. CEST. It's some new players in team battle. Gabix, Chesbia, Bianca. Joanna Tries joined our team. She was streaming earlier. Some Conan Exiles. Who else was here? Who else is streaming? Let's see. It looks like Tranquilizer and Meritsitsa are... They had enough for today. Queen c2, e5. So this is tough for white. Knight d2. Kind of like a Grand Prix. Knight d2, it's a cool move. It's a little bit like in the spirit of a Hubner Nimzo. He's like hoping I take this pawn. If I were to take that pawn with all my stuff, he would end up with the bishop on the long diagonal. So that's not my plan, ever. I don't want to open the position. Also, he can possibly push e4 in certain situations. I am not going to do that. So I think I like castles here. With his bishop on the long diagonal. That's how I got crushed against Pop G. I never completely neutralized his bishop, and my king ended up on the queen side with the b file and the bishop and some other pieces, and he just like checkmated me. Very tricky to know where the black king belongs in such a position. Blockade, Nimzovich. And now, yes. No, I can take on d4 here. I mean, this is not the same anymore. But I think it still might be the same. Maybe I should still take... I should still not take on d4. Just opens up his b's. Positional chess. We can go Dutch. Let's go Dutch. John Curto, this is for you. Excellented. You want to keep it closed or open it up? I like my knights. And then we go with the full dark square delight. The Dutch sacrifice. Not interested in material. I'm interested in control of key squares, keeping his bishops limited. But this is a classic pawn sack. Alexander Ivanov did that to me in English once. Like a closed English, which this is, in a sense. Now it gets interesting. So 10-year-old is like really uncompromising here. I mean, at some point, I might have to give and cash in for a bishop. Would you like to cash in for a bishop? If you could cash in for a bishop, which bishop would you cash in for, and why? It's another question. Can you cash my bishop in, please? What's the exchange rate for bishops versus knights these days? Schieberspieler. 3.25 to 3? Is that what they're going for? I have this old chess book, Staunton's. I've told most of the people who watch the stream before, but Staunton's American Chess Player's Handbook from like the early part of the 20th century, maybe like the 30s. I don't know when it was first published. But it actually has in the table of contents that bishops are worth 3.5 pawns. So this is what I'm talking about. Which one do you want to cash in for? This one or this one? Which bishop do you cash for and why? That's what I'm talking about. I was thinking the white bishop. I don't really have a chance for the other one, come to think of it. Well, I could let him take here, right? So I can take on f5. That's a nasty threat. Take on f5. He can take on f4. It's a tough decision. Which bishop do I do? This is actually really sharpening the play. Now I'm threatening f4, I suppose. I'm not happy with this. I don't feel like I got much here. But I have way more time. The bishop buffet. But which bishop do you want? Antonio, I think you have to join by halfway. Unfortunately. Yeah, this is a great move. I guess we shut him down. And it's a game. But my bishop is better than your bishop now. I believe. It's a bishop battle. Bishop buffet. Battle of bishops. Oof. I can take on c4, but I feel like that's not really the point here. Do you even bishop? Wow. So he's hanging on. But my bishop's better than your bishop any day. My bishop take on your bishop any day, dude. Move 11, what's up? So he's going to give up a pawn. But I mean, I think he's lost here. Objectively. Bishop prison. One bishop is in prison, but the other isn't. Or is it bishop jail? Stalemate. Well, I like where I'm at here. Just be patient. I'm happy you're happy. How's your king doing? Feeling comfortable? Are you comfortable yet? So exactly how do I make progress here? I mean, I'm thinking like even the opposite color bishop endgame might be winning. Not so sure about that though. Man, it's getting really tedious, dude. We sort of snuck him there. Around the other side. Alright, that was a headache. Baal, the demon. Alright. We accept you, demon. Now, Balrog. I'm not sure. You know, he might have had some counterplay with like A4, but he's on the verge of getting mated if he sacrifices his H3 pawn. Yeah, I mean, it's probably lost for white. Aldisto, Schieberspieler. These guys are still playing and I'm talking here. Another classic Aldisto game. Wow, Aldisto. Schieberspieler in trouble. On the ropes. I broke Schieberspieler. We don't know how this game happened. Doesn't look good for the hero. Now he's got behind the passed pawn. That's tough. It doesn't look good for the captain. Team captain is in trouble. Technical winning. But still not trivial. Obviously, rook against rook and knight is a draw. If Schieberspieler can trade those pawns, man, there ain't no winning. Possible stalemates, smothered mates, stalemates. Yeah, I'm not sure if G5 was best or not. No immediate stalemate, but Schieberspieler's not done yet. Still has some tricks left. Careful. Oof. Is that a stalemate? Wow, major upset. Aldisto taking advantage of Schieberspieler while he's weak. But Aldisto is tough. He's a good player. He's beaten me numerous times. Alright, my lucky tournament. Now we're almost out of... No, Aldisto has 4. But I played him already. So he can catch me. Games remaining. None. Alright guys, thanks for playing. It was a strong field. We need more lower rated players, actually. We've got like 10 master strength players. Somehow I've got to hunt for more lower rated players. Excellent. Of Nepal. I lost against him. Alright. 4 ongoing games. That's not correct. Buggy. Olivier Lucas said, sorry for not playing lower rated. No, I mean, I think that the lower rated players are intimidated. Like, there's not enough people who are like 16, 1700. It's good for us masters, though, to have strong players. Usually the players up to 22. Slime only... Moles. Only stop for 1 game. Jim for 2. Outlier for 1. Sudan for 1. Guys, thanks for stopping by. We're going to be back tomorrow morning with Fun Wednesday, unusual openings. Look on the bright side, Schieberspieler, at least it's unrated. You just played me. You just come here to play me. Uber driver. My auntie. The auntie everybody. You would come to my stream to play me. You would come to my stream to play me, wouldn't you? Typical. You can do that any day. Play with the other people. Peoples. The People's Republic. So Uber driver has to go and play good moves. That's unfortunate. G6. I don't know, Blobix was here, but he left. This is his area of expertise. I don't really know how to play this accelerated Queen's Indian. I just do this to mess with people. I'm not expecting him to actually take me up on it. Why do you play Knight F3 on move 2? Why would a real D4 player play Knight? I play it on move 1. That's typical. Typical. Uber driver, have I already played you in this? So Uber driver hasn't lost to me. Like, check this out. Merle. Maybe there is a Merle connection. Uber driver hasn't lost to me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 games since he's lost to me. Just. Only 10 games. Jim, 100 bits. Sure to bid on money. That's why we send you to work 6 days a week. 60 hours. You bring home the bacon. Thank you, Jim. Yeah, I don't know. If you're not going to be here every day because you're working all the time, you better earn some money. The Uber driver's unbeatable. And not all of these are simul games. 5 plus 3. Merle got angry and he like went back into Uber driver's body. I may have been right about them all along being like one person. But most of them are simul games. Man, I hate the Queen's Indian Trojan variation. This is just groveling for a draw. You go for double fianchetto. I know you do, but you know what you're doing. My problem is the double fianchetto is risky. You know, white can get the center there, and I don't really know what I'm supposed to do. That's a concern. That's called a concern. Where I come from. Blobby. I don't like my opponent, like, owning the center on me. I'm going to go for it here against Uber Duber. If you're going to do nothing, I'm going to take the center, dude. This is a risky move. I haven't even developed my kingside yet. But why not? I mean, I don't get it. What's he going to do? Queen B, A4 check? Okay. I ought to fight for the center. 95, probably. 95, bishop D6. Damn it. It's like the time I beat Yermolinsky, where I like blundered and beat him anyway. Panov Caro reversed. But I think this is incorrect. Shouldn't he play 95 there? Doesn't that bust me? Pretty much. Straight up. Pretty much busto. Busto with the musto. I mean, actually here, I don't get it. I mean, I should be fine. Bustardo. A4. Triple exclam. Always take. How did my bishop get into my mouse? Are you serious? That's a good move. Maybe I should take it with the knight if you're going to hassle me. If you're going to hassle me, I'll have to take it with the knight. That sucks. Position only Keith Arkle could love. I wanted to take with the king, but he has knight g5, and then I have to play some stupid move there. Obviously, I don't have a problem with playing with hanging pawns. Do you? $2,100. Merle. The unbeatable one. How about f6? I was gonna castle, but I changed my mind in midstream. A lot of good thoughts come to me in midstream. Bite on granite. It's the wrong color complex for my bishop, but whatever. I'll make an exception. You like black after c4, push, push, push? Capablanca. Blobix is a modern Capablanca. He also. A huge fan of c4 and push, push, push. Old school system. Ship and Bricks just subscribed to tier 1. Blankenship. I like this king on f7. And that's the reason why I played f6. So my king could be relevant. Subtle yet beautiful. However, we have to be very, very careful here. Because this guy is a monster. Like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I guess I could have played king e6, huh? That was what I was talking about, centralizing the king, duh. Probably better than committing to knight b6. Although I don't see a better square for my knight. Momentarily. Do you have any tips for playing against the stone wall? Stone wall is irritating. It's very closed. Are you talking about white against the stone wall defense of the Dutch, or like people playing the so-called stone wall attack with the white pieces? What are we exactly which one are we referring to? White versus stone wall Dutch. I like classical fianchetto setup, but look at that move, b3. Damn, that's solid. A kind of classical fianchetto setup, but I don't know about this. But I like to put the knight on c3 and play for a minority attack. Check him out. Just an everyday. He's just an everyday 2100. Knight c3, rook b1, queen c2 type formation. The classical logic in the Stonewall Dutch is that white should always play like Petrosian and play knight bd2, but I think knight c3 is pretty interesting and less well studied. Vacuum. Well, anyway, my knight on b6 looks sort of stupid now. This guy is not 2100. You are a liar. You're not 2100. Uber driver, whoever you are. Still a mystery. You are Merle. Dr. Jekyll. The only chance is to beat him on time. He will never get a lost position of his own volition. Where are you going with 92? We're a little better here, but it's not much. Not the much. Not much at all. Unbeatable. I don't know. Is h5 a good move? I have no clue. But I really, really, really don't want him playing g4. Undermining my control. Feels like in almost any position he has some sort of trick. Unbelievable. Virtually unbeatable player. F3. Now that's a surprise. Wow. I mean, I don't know about F3. Seems kind of weird. Porcupine. We have more space, but hard to break through. Now the H file is relevant. Yes? But you know about that already. Because you never make a mistake. Alright. Well, I have to take here on F3. I have no clue what I'm doing. Strange position. Knight d7. The strongest 2100 ever. Check. Do you like it? Check. I like the check. I'm not sure if it works though. Check. King g2. Now, any suggestions are welcome. It's like impenetrable. The impenetrable one. It's ridiculous. Maybe I have a trick. He's already seen through this years ago. months and years ago. It's old news to him. Now what? I have to go passive. The unbeatable. The unnameable horror. Maximum draw. But maybe I can beat him on time. Very sportsmanlike thinking. Twitch is insanely slow. Just ridiculous. But what's that? You've got that. So draw. Easy draw, after all. Insane buffering. I have this? Still probably a draw. All right. Somehow we managed to win a pawn. Mildly unbelievable. And now, his final trick. The Uber driver. If king e5, he forces a draw. The almost unbeatable. First game in 11 games I've beaten him. And that was probably a draw. Alright. So Aldisto Schieberspieler's back with a win. Could still get second place. Has he played Aldisto? He lost. So Aldisto's got him on tie breaks. Schieberspieler can only reach third. Alright guys, last game. I redeemed myself from the earlier poor team battle. Dude, blocking people doesn't make you immune from having to play them. I wish it did. I have to play cheesy noob all the time. Today I've been lucky, but I wish I could block people in real life. I wish I could block people from seeing their chat in like tournaments and stuff. Alright, last game. The Xerox. I usually get black against Xerox. Yeah, Spieler is even worse than me with the solid play. It's very, very hard to get a complicated position against him. It's like a chess vampire. But I guess the best way to beat him would be to try to get him to overreach himself. I mean, against me, you declined to draw and took risks. But I guess we could just write it off to not being sharp. You didn't lose because you tried to win. I mean, you lost because you miscalculated. So this is an interesting position. Like, d takes c5 is not that great for white. So it's a perfectly valid move order for black. He plays different stuff. He played the Caro-Kann and I think Sicilian. Keebler Elves. Guys, thanks for watching and tuning in. Thanks for donations from Mr. Coffee and Jim during these tough economic times. Sveshnikov and Caro, he's a Peter Leko clone. No. Leko doesn't play the Caro-Kann, does he? Yeah, he probably did, but not really a lot. The Sveshnikov is an old Hungarian favorite because of Dorian, but for a long time it's been forgotten. Like, I don't know anybody. Banus plays the Sveshnikov. Amongst the younger generation, Banus is the only one that I can think of from Hungarian players. Other than, of course, Leko when you go back to that time. Leko learned Sveshnikov from Dorian. But it was really, really popular with Hungarian players for a long time. But in the last, it's sort of been forgotten. I don't know, the Caro-Kann sucks, man. Horvath Tamas and that's the first book like I ever owned. One of the first chess opening books I ever owned was the Dorian Horvath Tamas. I talk about that book all the time because it had Xerox with the knight g4. It had the code decimal system for chapters, which freaked me out. You're like 1200 and you're trying to memorize these like variations with decimal system. Variation 1.74362. Total turn off, like if you're a beginner trying to learn chess openings. Have you ever beaten Magnus? No. I famously lost a queen endgame against Magnus in our only encounter. It was a good game. It was queen and 7 against queen and 7, which is a very, very rare endgame. It's not every day you get a pure queen endgame with 7 pawns on the board. So I'm trying to remember this. I guess I'm supposed to play b3. Not too many people play this. Magnus was lucky. He was fast. He was fast and good. I was the only player in a 7-man, well, like this, a 7-player, it was a 7-round rapid tournament, and I was the only one who came close to drawing him. But then he was only like he had just gotten the GM title. He wasn't that strong. When he was like 15 or 16. One day I'll write my Magnus Carlsen story in my memoirs. 6th place out of 7 pawns. All I remember is that I had this vortex of pawns against Magnus. It was like h2 through e5. No, it was h2 through f4, and then so it was a2 through d5. I had the vortex, and he had like a Benoni, and he was shoving down his pawns on the outside with like h5, h4. So he had like dual breaks, with h5, h4 breaking my g3, and a5, a4 breaking my b3. He was like squeezing me like a crab, trying to like squeeze like a clamshell or something in this queen end game. It was impossible. I think a computer would have drawn it, but between the time and the pressure, it was impossible. So Xerox is in his home opening book. The wallet. What's this about wallets? Oh, the wallet formation. Yeah. Never thought about that. That's a cool terminology. I like the wallet. I like the wallet, the smile, the car. They're different kind of pawn formations. I don't really see my rook on c1 being that useful here. We have beautiful structure. Xerox just sold his structure cheaply with e5 and ed4. I mean, he beat everybody else easily in that rap tournament in Oslo. It was like 2006. Even the GM. I was the only person who like made it to an endgame against him that had a legitimate game. There was like a crowd of people. But not to be. I don't even have the game score, sadly. But I had another funny incident with Magnus the day before that tournament, where I beat his dad. I beat his dad. That was like John Fedorovich fighting with Hikaru once. He was like, if you ever say it again, I'll beat up your dad. I beat Magnus's dad, and then we analyzed together when I didn't know that Magnus was Magnus, and I thought he was just like some punk. I was like, oh, that kid was pretty good. But I held my own. We called it a draw in analysis with young Magnus. A lot of people like to have battles in like analysis. John Watson is a specialist in that. The winner of the analysis session is more important than the game. So Magnus's dad is just like sitting there while like Magnus and I were arguing about his dad's position. And I think Magnus is like some 1500 with an attitude. Like, he was pretty good for 1500. Underestimating by 1,000 rating points. I beat your dad. No, I was joking. He like looked like a kid that would be 1500. You know, most kids who are like 15 are around 1500 or something. I just assumed the average chess playing kiddie, you know, is like a 1500. That's the average rating or whatever. I mean, I didn't know he was a super strong grandmaster. I had heard of Magnus. You know, he had already been known of, just not like he is, of course, as world champion. Xerox, please give it up. He was 1500 at birth, exactly. It's not clear if he was hatched from an egg, some sort of experiment in a lab. Obviously, he's not a normal human. There are conspiracy theories. He was created by 5G. Even though we didn't have 5G, if you get too close to him, you'll probably get some sort of radiation. Stuff like that. But seriously, if you can't beat Magnus, beat his dad. Seriously, why don't I have anything here? Tactics. Bishop takes f6. f4, perhaps. It's a good way to lose a piece. So this was my plan. I'm not overly enthralled by it. Yes, he could be connected to the chemtrail conspiracy theory. Alright. Alright, enough of this. Nonsense. Damn it. He should be dead by now. Oh, keep thinking I have something. It's ridiculous. Where's his bishop gonna go, you know, at the end of the day? At the end of the day, it's gonna get trapped. Except he has tricky moves here. Yet, it's impossible to win. Come on. Perfect score. My first rapid perfect score in a long time. Actually, my first Swiss. It would be my first Swiss rapid perfect score. I think. Schieberspieler's been dominating these events lately. Finally took a day off. But he earned it, playing better than me in the good old 3-0 Blitz tournament today. Help yourself to that A pawn. B7's hanging. A7. Structure. Not looking good. The bandana man. Ugh. I like Magnus a lot more than bandana man. What's not to like? The banana. It's not a bandana, by the way. It's a... What are those called? You know what I'm talking about. If I'm not careful, I'm going to lose here. Unbelievable. Tired. Alright. We're just tired. This was a bad game by Xerox. Finishing out the tournament. What is this? DK guy, what? That's DK guy Aldisto. So Aldisto lost last round. Quickly, Schieberspieler's still playing. Against Corran, who's tough. Ooh, technical position, but very difficult for black. This is like Schieberspieler's wheelhouse. He loves bishop versus... He loves two pieces versus rook. That's his specialty. Guys, thanks for playing. The headband. Exactly, headband. Wristband, headband. This could be the end. It doesn't look good for black. Too much material. Two pieces and a pawn for the rook. And that is a dangerous situation. Still, it's not over. Strange. It's not mate. Looks like mate. It smells like mate. But it's not mate. Cormoran still has some tricks up his sleeve. Stalemates. And other fun stuff. Oof. That wasn't a good choice, Cormoran. You could have run your king out with king g7. Maybe you just wanted it to be over. I understand the feeling. View tournament. Alright. I redeemed myself from today's 3-0 debacle. And I got 7 points. For first place, performance 2701. Aldisto, 5 points. Performance 2425. Losing 2 games, winning 5. Schieberspieler, also 5-2, with 2342 performance. Your rating's going to drop dramatically tomorrow. DK guy gets to 4 points. With the last round, almost Schieberspieler had enough tiebreak. Super strong tournament today, guys. I'm first, Aldisto, Schieberspieler, DK guy, Uber, Vichy the player, Xerox, Cormoran. That's 9 2200 plus players already. 10-year-old rounding out the top 10. And then we got the rest of the guys, Cheesy, Fuzzy Logic, Quam, Mule Skinner, Night Griffin, Acerbate, Slum, making it 11 Master Strength players in a 20-player field. Thanks to everybody for playing Acerbate. Rough tournament, but a good learning experience for you. Don't get discouraged. I'm really happy that you can keep a positive attitude, because not so many people have the courage to enter this tournament at 1700. It's kind of a lot of 22 plus, very strong, relatively strong, more high rated players. So thanks guys for playing. On behalf of Pawnda and myself, we're going to be back tomorrow, believe it or not, for another stream in the morning. Weird and fun openings. Hey guys. Hey. Sorry. sorry. Hello. Hey. Tomorrow, 11 a.m. CEST. Thanks everybody for playing in the streamer battle, and also for playing tonight. Schieberspieler, sorry you only got 3rd place, but you did a great job in the team tournament today. And everybody, we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for playing. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys. Thanks for playing. Good tournaments.